I see I got some volume now. Sorry about that. Yeah. Thanks for clicking on another Bite Down Boxing video, courtesy of the Pay Me No Mind YouTube channel. I was trying to check out what was good with my audio. I didn't see anything down here at the bottom, so hopefully this isn't too low. Get a little. There we go. I basically was just trying to give a little reaction, a little update to what was going on or what my thoughts were on the Tyson Fury. The Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury press conference that we saw today, where tensions kind of boiled over. And just real quickly, my thoughts on it were that despite all of that, it might ramp up the interest in the fight. And I'm seeing a bunch of different people come out with what it signifies to them. Personally, looking at Deontay, I think it's getting close to fight time, and he's ready. But just a couple thoughts for me was that I think ultimately, Saturday night, it's going to be a thinking man's game, and cooler heads is what the action is gonna call for. So I don't know what you make of that. Let me know if you have some comments below. I think the one thing that stood out to me, and this is kind of shorter than the version that I was just doing. One thing that stood out to me was Tyson's calmness and his composure, and kind of gives me a better sense that he's really ready to fight, and just in a better place than what I gave him credit for being 2 or 3 months ago when this thing started materializing and when they finalized it. So, his size, the boxing ability, the movement, some boxing IQ and whatnot, ring generalship. Like I said today, just watching Wilder's emotions peak and kind of boil over, and him getting all into it. Some of the energy from his camp, and then when I look at Fury, really in total control of the situation. So that just let me see who. That's just telling for me, because like I said, I don't think it's going to be all about. Nobody's going to be intimidated. Nobody's going to be afraid of one another. It's going to be two guys that are professionals and at the peak of their game, and they're going to be ready to go Saturday night. So again, I think it's going to be who maintains their poise, who's thinking clearly and sharply, and that's kind of where things will go for me. Another thing that concerns me is this has to be two of the oddest trainers with Jay Diaz and Ben Davison or something. Jay has been with Wilder, obviously. Davison, I guess, came along for this camp, and Fury has credited him for bringing him back to where he is now. And we see that Freddie Roach would be sitting in as the cut man. But these the two chief seconds, interesting pairing. Definitely not the two guys that you would think for a heavyweight title fight. But that's who they have. So that'll be interesting to see how that gets worked out. And what was the last thing? This is just going to be real short. I did want to give you a heads up. Tomorrow night, I'm going to try to get the Bite Down Boxing podcast together for this week, where I go into more of what my thoughts are on the fight. And then trying to do a Bite Down Boxing prediction piece for bitedownboxing.com. And then maybe some stuff throughout the weekend, obviously a recap video and all that. Chop it up with you guys, see what your thoughts are on it. I don't know who I'm going with right now. It's kind of moved around for me a little bit. Obviously, I'm rooting for the American. And like I said, this fight, or I was saying on the past video, what's up, DA? Like I said on that one, on the first video that I attempted to do with no audio, it's not even fair for us to really have to call this one, because we really don't have enough information right now, in my opinion, on what Fury is really stepping into the ring with Saturday night. So I don't know where I am with it. It's been a hectic week at work. My mind's kind of not settling on it. The other thing that I mentioned in the last videos was I just watched the 2 All Access episodes. So, I have some more background, some more stuff to work through, and just getting a feel for each fighter and where they are mentally, and then trying to see what they did physically to get prepared. And with it being heavyweights, we didn't see any road work, didn't see any sparring, which most fighters don't show too much sparring, if any. I was a little taken aback that they let some of the strategy, they showed Wilder's trainer kind of speaking on the tendencies that he was picking up on Fury. So it's kind of interesting that they shared that. And then I think Freddie Roach and Tyson Fury shared some comments on things that they picked up from Wilder. They can't tell me that neither one of them are watching this to see what the final product is, the last 2 weeks. So, good stuff. Like I said, the fight is here. I wasn't a big fan of it when it got made, but, it's coming. Dude hasn't fought anyone good in 2+ years. Exactly. And that's why. But we want to take it serious, though, right? You don't want to go out here and just make some prediction just because, you want to kind of see something that you see pop up in a fight as being a part of the outcome. So that's where I am. I'm trying to see what it can be, what I can see. And I'm interested to see what anybody else is seeing. So it was one other thing I wanted to mention that was funny to me. That was about it. Look, I said I was going to try to keep this one short. DA, I'll check you out. I might email you about something regarding the fight. So let me get on out of here. Like I said, I just got my laptop back today. It crashed on me Saturday. Yeah, Saturday after the Michigan and Ohio State game. So it's kind of messed up my whole week, and I didn't want to do much stuff on my phone. So I'm going to try to get back focused and lock in, tomorrow night and Friday. Hopefully get the podcast up tomorrow night would be great, but that might not happen. So look, hey, thanks for clicking on this, checking it out. Please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all of the subscriptions that have come in over the past month, and have a great weekend. Peace. I'm out.